everyone. I'm Chelsea Rogers with Wireless Dealer Magazine at CES 2012, and I'm here with James from Second Solutions. Hi, James. How are you?
I'm well, Chelsea. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's great to have you here today. James, tell us a little bit about your company and what it's known for and what it does.
Well, Chelsea, Second Solutions is an IT asset disposition company, and what that means is we buy electronic assets from large corporations all over the world, such as their computers, laptops, servers, mobile phones that they might be getting rid of because of a technology refresh. And we take that technology, we refurbish it, and we clear all the data off to Department of Defense standards, and then we resell it on the global secondary market. The other side of our business is we buy electronic scrap, mobile phones, processors, memory, different types of electronics that cannot be reused, and we recycle them in a completely green manner for their precious metal value.
Wow, that's great. And explain, what is the core of your corporate buyback and assess management programs?
The core of our corporate buyback program is that corporations, again, with technology growing more and more rapidly, corporations are getting rid of their technology at an increasing rate. And we give them a solution where they can take those assets, they can sell them to us, they can get residual money for their retiring assets, and then those assets will all get a second life globally, because the best form of recycling is to reuse. And we give that technology the opportunity to be reused again and again by other corporations and individuals all over the world.
Wow, that sounds really great. And can you tell us a little bit about the scrap procurement side of the business and who you are looking to work within?
Absolutely. So we all know that electronic scrap is a growing problem across the world. There have been a number of news stories about electronic waste ending up in landfills. And what we try to do is take the electronics that can no longer be reused, everything from computer memory that can't be recycled anymore, to computer processors like this that we've all seen before, even small SIM cards that are in mobile phones. And of course, the core of our recycling programs are our mobile phones and mobile phone circuit boards. And we procure these products all over the world from individuals and companies, and we're able to take these and in tremendous quantities, we're able to recycle them for their precious metals. None of it ever ends up in a landfill, and what would normally end up in a landfill polluting these countries, we're able to take, recycle, and actually pump money into the economies of these countries because we pay very good money for these products.
Well, and where ultimately does the scrap end up?
Great question. So the scrap ends up at a Tier 1 certified smelter. There are less than half a dozen of these in the world, and the great thing about Second Solutions is we have a direct relationship with this smelter. So what that means is that the product goes directly from us, it's aggregated with all the rest of the scrap that we're pulling in from all over the world, and in these quantities, we then sell that scrap directly to the Tier 1 smelter. And what that means are two things. First of all, we're able to pay a lot more for the technology than most anybody else can, and second of all, as people look at our downstream, they know that the technology went directly to that smelter, that it was all recycled responsibly, as opposed to other companies who are probably sending it to 3, 4, 5 people before it gets there, and you can't be completely certain in that case where the technology is ending up.
And what other types of used secondary market technology products do you sell at Second Solutions?
So we sell a wide variety of secondary market products. They include mobile phones, of course. We're one of the largest resellers of air cards in the country, in the United States. Also laptops, computers, desktop computers, Apple products as well. We sell servers, telecom equipment, and odds and ends such as printers and projectors also. Most any technology that somebody is looking for on the secondary market, we have available to sell.
And what separates Second Solutions from your competitors?
There are so many things that separate us from our competitors. I think the main thing that separates us is our tremendous flexibility. A lot of companies in this industry, they have very stringent criteria that customers have to meet. They'll only take certain products, they sort of cherry pick. There are only certain countries that they're looking to work in or certain size companies. Second Solutions, we're very flexible. We offer customized solutions for most anybody, whether it's a large Fortune 500 company or an individual who's interested in starting a business to collect scrap in some other part of the world. We can pretty much customize a solution for them. Our customer service is also tremendous. We employ about 40 people at our facility in Richmond, Virginia. We also have offices in Holland, Belgium, and Italy. And because of that, we're able to offer excellent service to our customers as opposed to some of our competitors that are much smaller. And finally, as I was hitting on before, all of our scrap, the electronic scrap that we sell, is all going directly to a smelter, where some of our competitors, there's a downstream where it's hitting probably 4, 5, 6 people. And I will say one other thing, that with the corporate buyback program, a lot of companies are actually charging corporations for this service. So they might charge $20 per, say, computer to dispose of them. Second Solutions, our model is completely opposite, where we are actually paying for these assets. So we make these retiring assets an asset to the company as opposed to a liability that they're paying to get rid of.
And James, how can people contact you?
Well, they can contact us by calling our offices, and that number is 804-282-2008, or they can email us at info@secondsolutions.com. Our website, of course, also has great information, and that's at www.secondsolutions.com.
Thank you so much for being with us here today, James.
Chelsea, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. And I'm Chelsea Rogers with Wireless Dealer Magazine.